Hi, I'm Elly. Today I'm going to read you a story called Wicked Jilly. Are you ready to listen? Okay, I'm going to read you the story. Wicked Jilly. Chapter 1. A Friend for Tash. Nana looked at Tash. Poor Tash, you look lonely. I must find you a little mate. So Nana bought Jilly. She introduced them. Tash, this is Jilly. Jilly, this is Tash. They sniffed noses. They raced around the garden together. Nana felt pleased. I'm too old to be running around like that. They'll be good for each other. That night, Nana put half the meat into Tash's bowl and the other half into Jilly's. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Jilly's food was gone in a flash. Before Nana could move, Jilly raced across to the Tash's bowl. Gulp, 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 and Tash's food is gone. Wicked Jilly, Nana cried. Greedy girl. Poor Tash didn't know what had happened. After that, Nana had to hold on to Jilly's collar until Tash had eaten. Nana had a backache from bending, so she went and made herself a cup of tea with a chocolate biscuit and a quiet lie down. Tash licked Nana's hand. Tash loved Nana, even though she was old and had a backache. The next morning, Nana hung the clothes out on the line, and Jilly laid on her fat little stomach watching the sheets flapping on the wind. She lay perfectly still, only her eyes moved. Perfectly, Jilly raced towards the sheets. Then she was flying through the air, her mouth full of sheet and the wind blowing wild. Wicked Jilly, Nana cried. Let it go, spit it out. Nana lifted it in the air and grabbed Jilly. The sheet ripped and they fell onto the lawn. Poor Nana, she twisted her ankle. She had to limp inside and make herself a cup of tea and eat a lamington with a small blob of tomato sauce on the top. Then she had to have a good lie down. Chapter 2. Flying Nana. Tash licked Nana's hand. She loved Nana even though she was limping. As soon as Nana was better, she set out with Jilly and Tash for a long walk. Jilly's got too much energy, we'll wear her out. But Jilly pulled so hard Nana felt she was flying. Wicked Jilly, stop pulling, cried Nana, her feet hardly touching the ground. Two big ducks came by. Jilly chased them. Round and round Nana they went. Soon Nana was wrapped tightly in the parcel. Nana toppled over. Something fell from her mouth and bounced onto the grass. Wicked Jilly. Nana's voice sounded funny. Tash ran up to Nana's feet. Careful, he picked up them and took them to her. Tash loved Nana with or without her teeth, but he knew she'd like them back. Nana went home and made herself a cup of tea and toasted crumpet covered with melted chocolate sprinkles. After that, she had a good lie down. Every time Nana went into the garden, Jilly jumped up and licked her on the face. Up, down, up, down. Jilly was a really good jumper and a licker. Once she knocked Nana's glasses off and broke them. Wicked Jilly, look what you've done. Down, down. But Jilly didn't care. She thought it was fun. But when Nana's daughter came into the children, she said to Nana, Mom, your face is crooked. Why is your face crooked? Because Jilly loves to taste on my eyebrows, especially the right one. Lick, lick, lick. Why don't you buy a different brand of eyebrow pencils? Asked Nana's daughter, and get on with nasty taste. All the children came down to Nana's crooked face, even the baby. Nana only had one eyebrow left. The other one was licked away. When all the kids started to play, Jilly jumped all over. First, she knocked them down. Then she licked our faces. Wicked Jilly, cried Nana. Leave the children alone. By the time they all left, Nana was exhausted. She went inside and made her a cup of tea and some cheese on toast, smothered in corn pops. Then she had a quiet lie down. Tash licked Nana's hand. Tash didn't mind at all. Nana's eyebrow was licked away. He just loved her for herself. A few days later, Nana's daughter asked Nana if she'd mind the children for a few hours while she went to the dentist. Of course, said Nana. Nana put the baby into the pram and took the other three children back into the back garden. Chapter 3. Rip. Maybe she wouldn't have done that. Just walk quietly, said Nana, hoping Jilly would behave. Don't run, Nana shouted, said Dad. But we love running, cried the first child, and she took off her pink shirt skirt flying behind her. Nana had troubles remembering all the names. Kindy, Susie, Samantha, stand still. Running is fun, shouted the second child, and he took off. Mike, Matt, Maud, stop, cried Nana. I'm the fastest runner, cried the littlest one, and she took off. Julie couldn't believe her luck now she took off. Stop, Julie, shouted Nana. Wicked Julie. Julie grabbed a mouthful of pink shirt and ripped the skirt belt off. Then Julie took a mouthful of blue jeans, ripped a big hole appeared in the pants. Julie raced the littlest one round and round the garden. Prue, Sue, Lou, shouted Nana, slow down. At last, Julie caught her. Now she went flat on her face with Julie sitting on her back. Wicked, wicked Julie, cried Nana. Nana grabbed Julie and tied her up. She picked up the skirt, and a patch of pants. She took the children inside. She went into the kitchen and made them all a milkshake each, with corn pops floating on top and jelly beans on the bottom. Nana made herself a cup of tea and stirred a spoonful of peanut butter and gave it to herself some strength. She longed to go and have a nice lie down, but she didn't have the time. She had to mend the pink shirt and patch the holey pants. Tash licked Nana's hand. He wished the children would go away. He loved Nana so much he could forgive her for anything, but he still wished she would stop talking to the children and talk to him instead. He found it hard to forget when Nana called him. She'd forgotten his name. Bash, slash, flash, dash, she shouted. After the children had gone, Nana went in and a good lie down. The next day, when Nana went into the garden, Jilly jumped up high, her teeth caught in Nana's hair. Oh, horrors! Had Jilly scalped Nana? Jilly grabbed Nana's wig and ran away with it. Nana went after Jilly as fast as she could go, round and round the garden, up and down the paths, in and out the bushes. Wicked Jilly, cried Nana. Give it back. At last, Nana grabbed the wig back. When she looked up, her neighbor, Mrs. Brown, was watching over the fence. Poor Nana, trying to look as dignified as possible, she put the wig back on her head. Walking tall, she went inside and made a large pot of tea. Then she made a sandwich filled with rice crackers and potato chips. After that, she went and had a good lie down. Tash licked Nana's hand. He didn't mind at all Nana had a wig. He loved Nana just the way she was. Now Mrs. Brown was going to laugh at her for having a wig. Nana thought, what do I care if Mrs. Brown laughs at me? Tash loves me, that's all that matters. Then she thought, I wish Jilly did. The next day, Nana went through the gate. She felt something slipping through her legs. It was Jilly. She wasn't supposed to go outside the gate. Jilly ran and ran and ran, and Nana ran after her, and Tash ran after Nana. Run away, Julie. Wicked Julie, come back at once. Soon they were so exhausted they had to slow down. All day, Nana and Tash looked for Julie. They walked and walked. Nana talked and talked. Have you seen Julie, a little dog about this big? No one has seen her. Julie was lost. Feeling sad, Nana and Tash went home. Tash limped, and Nana had two big fast blisters on her heels. Nana went inside and made a pot of tea, but she didn't feel like eating. She just stayed down for a long, long time. Tash licked Nana's hand. He loved Nana so much, he went outside and dug up his favorite bone and brought it to her. The next morning, Nana woke up feeling sad. She didn't feel like doing anything. I'll just watch TV all day, she thought. But when she went to turn the TV on, she got a terrible shock. There was just an empty table. Nana heard a dog barking. She went outside. There was her TV and the foot of a tree. And there was Jilly bouncing up and down above Jilly. In the tree, there was a burglar who stole Nana's TV. Lady, call your dog off. It's biting me. Jilly's back, cried Nana, filled with joy. Soon the garden was full of people. They hauled the burglar out of the tree and put handcuffs on him. They put Nana's TV back into the proper place. People were talking. Suddenly there was a cry. Where's the baby? Someone had left the gate open and the baby had crawled then towards the road. They all ran through the gate, cars went whizzing by. There was baby who was to crawl onto the road. But guess who had a mouthful of nappy and was tugging the baby back? Wonderful, wonderful Jilly, cried Nana. At last everyone got home. Nana went inside and made a pot of tea. Off the cupboard, she took a large chocolate cake. She sprinkled the pickled onions all over it. Then she cut it into three. After they'd finished eating, Tash came up and licked Nana's hand. He really loved Nana. Then Nana licked her other. Then Jilly licked her on the other hand. Nana felt so happy. She knew Jilly was still wicked, but she didn't care. After all, nobody's perfect. Okay, and today I made you a story called. Wait a minute. Okay. Wicked Jilly. Thank you for seeing this video. Bye.